4G. ChristopherMedia.net.
Hey guys, I'm Greg T. If you're suffering from back pain at home from sitting a long time, maybe lifting, even working on the job, the New York Spine Institute offers comprehensive pain management care by New York's top consultants. Their on-site spine experts take a holistic approach to back pain management and tailor an individualized plan to meet your specific needs on and off the job. New York Spine Institute, better treatment for a better life. To schedule an appointment like I did, dial pound 250 on your mobile phone and say the keywords no pain. That's pound 250 keyword no pain.
Your AC works overtime all summer, so be sure to replace your old air filters with new Filtree air filters. They recommend updating HVAC filters at least every 3 months all year round. So order your Filtree air filters today at Filtree.com. Let's clear the air.
NJ Amazing!
At NJM Insurance, we don't use jingles.
Why not?
Our insurance speaks for itself. No jingles or mascots, just great insurance.
No jingles or mascots!
Right. Visit NJM.com for a quote.
Thank you for visiting ChristopherMedia.net. And now, here are your hosts.
All right, here we are, standing on the precipice of 4th of July. I'm Chris.
I'm the Iceman.
No, Rich. He'll be back next week. So the NBA playoffs. Man, a lot of shit has happened since the last time we all got together. Injuries. Just that Bucks-Hawks series. I mean, that's yikes. No Giannis.
No Trae Young.
No Trae Young. So, I mean, when the Greek Freak was playing, it pretty much looked like that was a wrap. That was going to be it. But now, I mean, flip a coin with both of their superstars out. What do you think?
I think that neither one want to play the Suns.
You sure the Suns are going to win?
I'm positive on this one. Yeah, they end it tonight.
I mean, again, with no Kawhi Leonard, I mean, they got a shot. But they've shown they're mortal a couple times in this series.
Every now and again, the sun shines on a dog's ass. So this was not going to 7 games. Do not place your bets on that.
Oh, the Clippers are at home?
Yeah, dude. But if anybody watched the game, the buckets were just falling for LA. No matter what they did, no matter how far out they shot. It was a few times the bucket went in, out, and back in. It was disgusting. I was like, holy shit. They cannot miss. And, that's how they have to play if they want to win this series. Now, it doesn't happen, all the time. It just so happened that it happened that night.
And they did it in Phoenix's own house.
Yeah.
Like, embarrassed them. Well, not embarrassed them.
Yeah. No, embarrassed them. It was like 20 points.
No,
it was disgusting.
The embarrassment was last night. 110 to 88. I mean, even with no Trae Young, I mean, last night made it look like the Greek Freak is the Bucks.
Yeah.
Last night made it pretty much look like no Greek Freak. We'll see you later. NBC you later.
I don't know. I don't believe that it's as bad as people are making out to be with these injuries.
I think we have it's the soft the soft NBA. Like, you think these guys are like, I mean, the example we always use is Kyrie, right? Guy always gets hurt and apparently playing through pain, not in his vocabulary. You think we got to but you think it is that with the Greek Freak? I mean, because they're talking about MRIs and shit. Like, this isn't like, ow, my knee hurts. Like, they're actually, it might be a thing.
It's not a thing. It's not going to be a thing. He's got a bruise, basically running up. I got a boo-boo. A boo-boo. Good Band-Aid. I got a boo-boo.
They don't give you MRIs for a bruise.
It's going to be a bruise. Watch and see what I'm telling you. It's not a big thing.
Okay, Dr. Ice.
Dr. Ice, calling it. Yes, these kids today just don't play through the, a little bit of pain, a little bit of tweak. A little bit of ow. I got an owie. I need to sit down. I got an owie. Dude, we're on our way to the fun. I got an owie. Okay. Have a seat, bitch.
Yep, this is all your opinion. You're not out there. You don't have access to the medical records.
No, I don't.
Well, let me look up what they're actually investigating here.
Well, I mean, it's with everybody. Kawhi, Trae Young, the Greek Freak. You pick your owie, dude.
Yeah, the Bucks fear that he might have a severe ACL injury.
Yeah, we'll see.
Ain't an owie.
Yeah, we'll see. What happens if he plays next game, dude?
He's not going to play next game.
But what if he does?
Then he'll be playing hurt, thus shitting all over your argument.
So you don't think that they could say this to try to fuck with the minds of Atlanta? It's not just a bruise. It's not a tumor. He's going to be out. You ain't got to prepare for him. And then all of a sudden, there he is. Uh-oh.
Saying he hyperextended his left knee.
Soft.
How's it soft? The human body has limits.
Well, then they need to learn how to prepare, dude.
Okay. There's no winning this. There's no winning this with you. You're just going to call him soft.
They are soft.
I think he has an ACL injury, and you're calling him soft.
So if he has an ACL injury, then learn how to prepare.
That's like saying
there have been more.
You're saying, oh, just don't get injured? Yeah, it's that easy.
It is that easy, dude. There have been more injuries in the past 3 years in the NBA than there was the entire 90s.
That you have to prove that statement. That is conjecture, sir.
It's not conjecture.
Yes, it is. Prove it.
Because the past 3 years, the major quote-unquote superstars...
Prove it with numbers. Prove it with numbers.
I am.
You are exaggerating.
Stop it. The past 3 years, the quote-unquote superstars, past 5 years, the superstars have missed the playoffs in the NBA Finals. Give me one example in the 90s where any of the fucking superstars weren't even in the playoffs, let alone the finals. No, go ahead. I'll wait.
I mean, I could find it. I'm sure it's happened. What you're saying is you are making a crazy, outrageous statement that you need to back up. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. It is an opinion.
Stockton alone. Mutombo, Jordan, Pippen, anybody. Pick any of them. Any year. Kobe. Whether they were hurt or not, you'd never heard about it, and they played in the fucking playoffs and NBA Finals. Dude, this isn't just them. It's my favorite team, too, with Golden State. Going back to Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. All right, so maybe they have some severe injury. Learn how to prepare, dude.
Yeah, just don't get injured. Body. It's that simple.
Train your body so that way it doesn't happen. Don't tell me that shit ain't possible. We've been through years and years and decades of athletes that have trained their bodies where they wouldn't mess up an MCL or an ACL or something severe where they couldn't play.
Did you see how the Greek Freak got hurt? He felt he got tangled up in a jump. So just train your body to not collide with another human being. That's what you're saying.
No, what I'm saying is just because you get tangled up once doesn't mean your fucking ACL is going to be.
His knee was hyperextended. It got bent the wrong way. There's no training you can do that can fix that. That can guard against that. Someone bends your arm the wrong way, your shit's going to get fucked up. Doesn't matter how much you fucking train.
You stick on that side. I'm going to stick on the side of soft.
Yeah, it's just you're on the side of wild, exaggerated opinion. Okay, you can be on that side.
No, I'm on the side of what used to be, dude. What used to be. People would train their body in the off season, during the season, in open season. I don't care what season it was. People train their body.
You think these guys don't train?
We've talked about this before, dude. No, I don't think they train like they used to train. I don't think they do what they have to do to make sure this shit doesn't happen. I don't think that they're going to spend 82 games playing and then go into the postseason and go into the fucking finals and not get hurt. No, I don't. It happens every year. It has been for 5 or 6 years. It didn't used to happen. You tell me why.
It did happen. You're just choosing to spin your own narrative that it didn't happen.
It didn't. Even as far back as the Go to Work Pistons. All 5 of them.
Now I'm looking it up because you're claiming it never happened.
Good. I'll wait.
Well, go fine. Then you need to look up. You need to prove all the exaggerated numbers you're throwing out. I'll wait for you to look yours up.
I don't have to. I was there. I watched it. None of them missed.
Exactly. Excuse. You just because you know you're wrong. That is an excuse.
Hold on. I'm going to look it up now.
Let's see. Magic Johnson, 89. Isaiah Thomas, 88. Joe Johnson, 2003. James Worthy, 1983. Dirk Nowitzki, 2003. Kendrick Perkins, 2010. Yao Ming, 2009. Derrick Rose, 2012. Andrew Bogut, 2010. It does happen.
I can't find a single go-to-works Piston that was injured during their playoff run.
Well, it doesn't matter. Your argument was about the league. You brought up the whole league, not one team.
And the people that you said, dude, those aren't the superstars of the team.
Okay. Again, you're always gonna come out right. So it doesn't matter what I say. I could give you tons of documented proof. It doesn't matter what I say.
No, it does matter what you say, but show me where there has been a year, other than the past 6 years, where there have been multiple superstars out for the playoffs and the finals. You can't.
I thought I just did.
You named some also-rans, and it was one a year. No superstars, no multiple superstars, multiple in the same year. From 2015 on, I can do that.
Just keep moving the goalposts. It's fine, dude.
What goalpost? That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what's happening.
But you made a very hyperbolic statement that is wrong.
Which is
you said more NBA superstars are missing the playoffs now than they did in the 90s, and that is wrong because you can't back it up.
True.
No, it's not. It's only true if you can give me the numbers, and you can't because it's an opinion. You are exaggerating the numbers.
All I'm asking you is to tell me one year where there were so many injured players in one season. I can do that for you right now.
Yeah, because it's recent.
I could go back to 2015 and do it.
Oh, wow. 6 whole years, huh? Ooh. So that means...
And I could do it the whole 6 years if you like.
But you can't back up your original statement. You're only backing half of it up.
Because there's no retort. There's no storyline that says...
You can't give me one. Yes, there is. You just can't give me one because you refuse to look it up.
Because it's not there.
Exactly. I'm talking to a wall, dude. Let's just move on to something else.
You want a story that's not there, Chris. There's no story.
So do you.
And there's no story anywhere you or me or anybody else that looks up is going to find where an NBA season was filled with injuries in the playoffs and in the finals. There isn't a story like that. That's why I can't give it to you.
Okay.
That's my point. There's no story like that. None. They learned how to train their body back then. Today, they haven't. The old guard, as we call it here on the show, knew how to play, knew how to train, could go 82 games, could go into the playoffs, could go all the way to the finals, play every game that was needed. These kids today don't. And if you're LeBron, it's because of the quick turnaround. No, motherfucker, it wasn't because of a quick turnaround. It's been happening for 6 fucking years. Learn how to train. It's not the first time we did this on this show, Chris.
Now, if you would have actually looked, there's an article that does prove you right. If you would have bothered to look.
Go ahead.
It's from the New York Times from June 16. The NBA has already set a record for 8 All-Stars and counting that have missed at least one postseason game. So if you would have bothered to look, it was literally the 4th article when I Googled years where multiple NBA stars missed the playoffs.
I tried to tell you.
Okay, no, you didn't. Fuck you. You can't do that. You can't do that. Fuck off. No, you didn't. You refused to do the work. I had to do it for you. I had to prove you right.
Because I knew I was right. There was a difference.
Yeah, but knowing you're right based on just there's a difference between thinking you're right and knowing you're right. You just thought you were right.
I followed the NBA for many a moon, man. Many decades. I wouldn't say it if I thought I was wrong.
Bullshit. You can't pull that shit now.
Oh, come on. I told you there wasn't a story that showed multiple people missing the fucking playoffs. Because there wasn't one. You found a story that just confirmed what I just told you. Congratulations.
All right. So moving on, I guess.
So, like I said last time we talked about this, these kids today need to learn how to train their bodies. They were doing something back then that worked. I don't know what it was, but it worked. Today, they're not doing it. Spend the extra time in the gym. I don't know. But I'll refresh your memory, Chris. We were talking about LeBron James and he needed time off. He didn't want to play all the games. That's when we had this argument of how they were being soft. You can't play the regular season, and now you're getting hurt in the playoffs? Come on, man.
You actually just kind of touched on it. I think we might have figured out, or at least might be into something, why all these injuries are happening. And we've complained about it the last few years on this show, is the NBA now goes out like the NFL in the final week of their regular season. They rest everybody. The teams that are getting ready for the playoffs. Trust me, as a fantasy basketball manager, the last week of the season fucking sucks because the NBA rolls like that now. You're trying to win your league and you got to fucking scrape the waiver wire because all your studs are sitting. So maybe that has something to do with it. These guys are getting they're essentially taking a week off, before the playoffs start, and then all of a sudden they're getting injured. I mean, there might be something to that.
I don't know what it is, man. Honest, I'll be honest about. I don't know what it is they did or didn't do, but something's wrong. They're playing less games during the season, and they're still getting hurt in the fucking playoffs. So I don't know.
Okay, didn't we also figure out less? Aren't they only playing like 2 less games? Aren't they playing like less than 5 less games? Like, isn't it normally an 82 game season, and it was like a 79 game season or something this year? Wasn't it not that much different? It was just
not that much
all
different.
jammed. It was missing.
Yeah, it's not that much
8 weeks.
different due to COVID, but I mean throughout the season regularly without COVID, they get rested. They have rest days.
Well, everyone gets a rest day.
Yeah, but it's during the game. They don't play because they just need a rest. And the old guard never did that. They played every game they could.
I don't know. Maybe it's conditioning. I don't know.
That's what I'm thinking. They don't condition their bodies to get used to putting it in that much strain all the time.
Or maybe they train too much. You ever think of that?
Maybe they train too much.
Hey,
I don't know.
Can you
dude.
look at the
I
Greek freak and
know.
tell me that guy don't train? Come on, man. That guy's shredded. That guy's chiseled. That guy's definitely getting his time in the gym.
I'm just questioning some of the injuries, like I said a couple of weeks ago.
Like, overuse is a thing.
It is a thing. But when Russell was sitting there and, oh, my knee, oh, my this, oh, my that, and then somebody dumps popcorn on him and he's ready to go kick their ass, how injured is he? I'm just saying.
Like, you're still... That's done. It's over. It's gone.
I'm just saying, if we're talking about injuries in the NBA, how injured are they? Yeah, the Greek freak might have an ACL. Okay. That's 1 out of, 6?
Yeah, but there's also protocols that their trainers have to follow. I mean, there's, a lot of times it's probably not their decision. The trainer goes, nope, you're done. I can still play. Nope, we've heard throughout the years about guys who played hurt and ended up fucking themselves up further. I mean, there's probably, we don't know about all the shit the trainers have to go through now. I mean, it could just be like if there's any sign of, especially too, these guys are considered commodities as well. I mean, they're revenue generating machines. The organization could be like, if there's any sign of distress, you pull them. We do therapy. We reassess the next game. It could be a number of things. We've come a long way from throw some dirt on it. I'm sure that was a lot of NFL trainers in the 60s and 70s. Just rub some dirt on it. You'd be all right. But the bone's sticking out.
On it, take some tussin and.
But the bone's sticking out. Just rub some dirt on it. You'd be all right.
Take a swig of tussin. You'll be good.
Yeah. Let the tussin get into the bone.
Sporgy. ChristopherMedia.net.
Fracture prints your digital photos directly onto glass, making your favorite moments come alive in vivid color. Hand assembled in the USA, Fracture glass prints are a unique and beautiful way to display and share your favorite moments. Simply upload your photo at FractureMe.com, select your size, and your glass print will be shipped to you, ready to hang with just one screw. Use code POD15 to get 15% off your order today. That's code POD15 at FractureMe.com.
Amazon is offering sign-on bonuses up to $1,000, plus get up to $20 an hour for select roles. The best part? We're hiring near you. So start now to take home something greater. New, higher wages with a sign-on bonus, a range of real benefits, and career growth opportunities in a top-rated workplace. So earn more and see how great pay and sign-on bonuses can lead to a greater life for you. Go to Amazon.com/apply. Amazon is an equal opportunity employer.
When I got out of the Marine Corps, I was not just, working with my physical disabilities, I was emotionally broken. I remember thinking, how did I get here? How? It was affecting me in my marriage. My husband, he didn't know how to help me. He actually called Wounded Warrior Project. Wounded Warrior Project had this thing called Couples Odyssey.
It was an eye-opener, and I think it really saved our marriage.
They gave us books and resources and tools on how to help us with that. I just love him. I love you, honey.
I love you too.
Watching her fight for her mental health, fighting for other veterans, fighting for this family, helped me to fight too. Well, I always loved her, but I love her 10 times more for that.
Not all wounds are visible. If you or a loved one are suffering, visit woundedwarriorproject.org/notalone.
Hey guys, I'm Greg T. If you're suffering from back pain at home from sitting a long time, maybe lifting, even working on the job, the New York Spine Institute offers comprehensive pain management care by New York's top consultants. Their on-site spine experts take a holistic approach to back pain management and tailor an individualized plan to meet your specific needs on and off the job. New York Spine Institute, better treatment for a better life. To schedule an appointment like I did, dial pound 250 on your mobile phone and say the keywords no pain. That's pound 250 keyword no pain.
ChristopherMedia.net. Sporgy.
There's something I wanted to bring up. Chauncey, new coach of the Blazers.
And not just Chauncey, Jason Kidd also is coaching the Mavs. Now I know where you want to go with Chauncey, and I'll get there in 2 seconds. But we have 2 black guys go into head coaching positions, and you want to talk about goalpost moving? They thought because of what these 2 men did in their past that the woman should have got the head coach position. Weren't they just bitching that there's no black coaches, head coaches?
Yeah.
And then they give them 2 of them, and then, well, yeah, but they were, women beaters and women abusers. The woman should have got the head coach. There's no making these people happy, ever.
It's true.
If you'd have given the woman the head coaching position, then they would have bitched that the black guy didn't get the head coaching position.
Or if it's a white woman, why wasn't it a woman of color? No, I'm on the internet. I know what goes on.
And to be honest, I don't give a goddamn what Chauncey Billups did in '97.
I say if the legal system's had its turn with him, what are we doing?
What are we talking
That's
about?
what the legal system's for. So it's, I don't know. You think Chauncey's going to do a good job?
I do. I think he's going to do a great job.
Is he a coach? Has he coached before this? Didn't he go from the NBA to being a TV star?
He did. I think he was a general manager?
I couldn't tell you where. Was
somewhere in the Northwest, I think.
Oh, okay. So wasn't he with the Timberwolves? Or no, didn't we get him from the Timberwolves?
We got him from the Timberwolves.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. I remember him being a general manager, I thought. Like the Sonics or something? I don't know. But I know this. Chauncey Billups knows basketball. He knows how to play. He knows how to win. That's part of record. So I think he's going to do a great job. He's got good people on his team. He knows how to move what he doesn't need and bring in what he does. I don't know. I'd be excited to have him as a head coach.
He has been the assistant coach of the Clippers since November 8th last year. That's his coaching career.
Somewhere out west.
but that's it. His coaching career it's not even a year old. November 8th, 2020. And now all of a sudden he's the head coach of the Trailblazers. If I'm him, it is what it is, whatever. But don't you think that thought's maybe in the back of his head, like, did I get this simply because of how the news is right now?
I think off camera he asked himself a lot of questions, but at the end of the day, who gives a flying fuck? I got the head coaching position.
You've been an assistant coach for fucking 6 months. Now you're a head coach? I mean, there's got to be a lot of assistant coaches out there who'd be pretty pissed off. But there's a lot of black assistant coaches out there pretty pissed off. Like, really? 6 months? He gets this job? The fuck is this?
Well, everybody was bent when the white guy got the head coaching position of the Brooklyn Nets. So,
I mean, I'd just be mad Jason Kidd was named the head coach of my team. His regular season career, his player career wasn't that great. Was he going to bring us mediocrity to coaching now too? If I'm the Mavericks, I'm not happy. I should say a Mavericks fan.
Yeah, he hasn't done too much in his coaching career either. Kidd was coach of the Nets, I think.
Yeah, wasn't he on the Nets and he coached the Nets?
Yeah.
Stand
I think
by.
he also coached the Knicks, I think.
Let me bring up his Wikipedia here. He coached the Nets for 1 year, 2013, 2014. Oh, he took them to the playoffs. Oh, and he coached the Bucks from 2014 to 2018. He was an assistant coach for the Lakers 2019 to 2021. So, I mean, I guess he has been a coach for a minute.
Yeah, but being at the right place at the right time does not a coach make.
I mean, is he going to be the guy that brings Dallas back to prominence? Because it seems like it's been since Nowitzki retired. I mean, they pretty much kind of reminded me of the Mavericks of the 80s. They're pretty much irrelevant.
They got that new guy. What's his name? Doncic or whatever? And
the Joker. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's who they're building their team around now. But Porzingis is still on there, and he's a has-been, halfway to bust. But like I said, being at the right place at the right time does not a coach make. And that's what Jason Kidd has been. With the exception of the Nets, being in Milwaukee with the Greek Freak and being in LA with, LeBron's team. It's right place, right time. You think a good coach is like Phil Jackson or Greg Popovich, who was there before they were good, made them good, made the right moves, was able to coach who he had. Those are good coaches. One of them's greatest of all time, but that's beside the point.
Well, Phil Jackson was called a racist by Scottie Pippen this week. Did you see that?
Yes, I saw that.
Which, if I'm Phil Jackson at this point, I'm just like, you know what? Fuck everybody. Like, he had LeBron calling, now he's got Scottie Pippen. Like, you know what? Fuck you guys.
You know what? If there was ever a time to say, let freedom ring, that's that motherfucker. Just hold up your hands, Phil. You ain't even got to flip them off. Just hold up your hands.
Yeah, right? Doesn't Phil have a ring for every finger, even his thumbs?
Yes. He had 6 in Chicago and 5 in L.A.? And here's the kicker. It wasn't a white guy that got him the ring. Any of them. There were white guys on the team, but they weren't the essentials.
And wasn't this all over because Phil Jackson let a white guy take the final shot in a game?
Yes.
Wow. And it's how many years later? Like 25? Are you serious?
Yep. And that coming from second fiddle, Scottie Pippen?
Does Scottie Pippen need money or something? He's trying to get some clicks? Like, for real? It's called a game. I mean, the guy who took the last shot, I forget who it was. Did he play the same position as Pippen? Like, it's called a game plan. Sorry you didn't play that position. That position was in that game. That position in that particular play was going to take that shot. You really think the play said pass to the white guy? You serious? Get the fuck out of here.
Had to get it away from the posse.
Well, that would be in the future.
You know what? Honestly, this is just my opinion. You could call him a racist. You can call him anything you want to call him. I'm going to call him the greatest coach of all time.
Like of any sport or just basketball?
Of basketball.
There you go. That's fair. I'd agree with that, quite honestly.
Yeah, I mean, how can you not? He went to the two different teams and did the exact same thing, and nobody could stop him.
He's just good at being a leader, too.
Yep.
You keeping up at all at the NHL playoffs?
I have kept up with it. And
feel bad talking about him without Rich, but
I do too, especially since the awards came out. I really wanted to talk to Rich about the awards because Marc-Andre Fleury won the Conn Smythe, and he was sat the last game that the Knights was trying to make a push. And I'm like, how are you going to sit a cup-winning goalie?
And isn't he quote-unquote old?
Who?
Fleury?
Oh,
I thought he was an older guy.
Define old.
Over 30.
Yeah, he's a veteran.
In any sport, if you're over 30, you're old.
I mean, he's a veteran goalie, but he's not like old. Like, seriously, dude, you need your stick to help you out on the ice? Stop it.
He is 36 years old. That is old for an athlete, sir.
Yeah, but not really for a goalie, dude. I mean, If he had to run up and down the ice, I could hear you. But for a goalie, you just kind of sit there and stop the puck.
Drafted in 2003.
Understood. But again, he did just win the Conn Smythe. So he's not that old.
Oh, okay. So you really want to do this? Because I make the same remarks about a 38-year quarterback from Green Bay who just won the MVP.
Okay. All right. Don't trap yourself. Don't trap yourself because you're gonna. Your 38-year-old quarterback who just quote-unquote won the MVP.
It's not quote-unquote. He won it.
Hasn't been to the fucking final game in many moons, sir. My 36-year-old goalie has won the Stanley Cup since he's been there and been back to the Stanley Cup.
Doesn't he have 3? Rodgers has 2. He's only got 1 more.
He's never going back. We have this bet if he goes to the Saints. He hasn't shown up anywhere. Not to Green Bay, not to the Saints. He's chilling like a villain.
Dude, training camp is within weeks. He's going.
They're already prepping Love, dude. Rodgers who?
Trust me, they're still paying him. If he shows up fucking the week before the first exhibition game, or no, wait, did exhibition games get shit canned? I forget. That all starts this year with the 17th game.
Or not.
Like, wasn't part of that, like, they got rid of exhibition games?
I thought they cut preseason to, like, 2 games, right?
Stand by. No, it says preseason week 1 of 4. So apparently there is still a 4-week preseason. So yeah, anyway, if he shows up 1 game, but 1 week before preseason and says, hey, I'm ready, guess who's fucking playing? Him. Like, they'll be like, oh, we've already prepped Jordan Love. No, they just paid him a shit ton of money. He puts butts in the seats. Don't forget that.
Mm-hmm.
So no, he'll play if it doesn't matter if they're prepping Love. He shows up ready.
Right. What happens if he doesn't show up?
He'll still get paid. He'll pull Le'Veon Bell.
Sit out?
Yeah.
Le'Veon Bell did it in what? He was 30, maybe?
Yeah, but Rodgers is close to the end of his career where he can be like, sat out and I'm done. Like he's going to be 40 soon.
Yeah.
Not everybody's TB12.
Right, but coming off of a MVP season, it's not a time you really want to sit out.
Or do you pull a George Costanza and you go out on top?
He's not out on top.
Winning the MVP, I'd call that going out kind of on top.
No.
You were considered the best player in the league last year.
Really? Who held the Super Bowl trophy? Wasn't him.
A whole team. Not him.
Wasn't him.
When anyone hoists the Super Bowl trophy, it's a whole team.
Wasn't his team.
The league told him you were the best football player in the league last year. That's what MVP means, most valuable player.
Uh-huh. And we will agree to disagree on that one.
10 other jerseys out on the field with him. Can't do it all.
Well,
so remember when the year Verlander won his Cy Young, best pitcher in the league, one of the worst offenses supporting him. He couldn't go up there 9 times and hit the ball either. You know, he's just one man.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens to him this season.
I think he plays for Green Bay or nothing.
Well, that's where Green Bay's at. You either come and play for us or you don't play at all.
I think at 38 with the contract, you just got to be like, yeah, all right, I'm cool.
Yeah, I'm just not going to play then.
You're not going to Brett Favre me. Fuck off.
Yeah, pretty much. But doesn't he want them to Brett Favre him? Doesn't he want to be traded?
Yes, but I don't think he wants to be... Because what did they do to Favre? They pretty much ran him into the ground and then traded him. I don't think he wants that. If he wants to be traded, he wants to be traded while he knows he can still play. Although Favre's last game was a playoff game. But still.
I was going to say, they didn't really run Brett Favre into the ground either. Brett Favre was like, fuck you, then play Rodgers, I'm out.
I know, it just seems, we're seeing it now, again, 15 years later here. It seems when the Green Bay organization, it seems they love you when they're getting what they want from you, but when it seems time for, things to come to an end, it seems like they kind of turn your back on them. Like, I'm sure Brett Favre was the mayor of Green Bay while he was there. And it in the end ended up being shitty. And it kind of seems like the same thing for Rodgers. It seems like the mayor of Green Bay, but as soon as it gets close to, the end of his career, the organization seems to get shitty on him.
Yeah. It's been that way since pretty much Green Bay was founded.
Do they know these guys can't play forever? Do they know when you draft somebody, it's not for life?
They do.
Eventually, he will not be able to play football anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as much as I'd love to see a 60-year-old man get killed on national television.
Right, but I mean, at the same time, I guess they're saying, look, there's a way to go out and there's a way not to. Brett Favre decided not, the way not to, and now you're trying to do the same thing. And I don't think I'm going to have that.
But it's when you get to the second person that goes out like this, if you're the Green Bay organization, when do you start going, maybe it's me?
Yeah. I mean, it is them. But
look at how, what's his name went out? Mike McCarthy. They loved Mike McCarthy. And then all of a sudden, boom. Fucking turned his back. They did the same thing with Holmgren, with the Walrus.
Yep. Sure did.
They love you when you're fucking in your prime, but as soon as you get out of your prime, and that's what I say, if that's how it goes, if I'm Rodgers and I just won the MVP, you can lick my white ass. You're going to be a dick to me now, because I at least got some proof that, hey, at 38, I'm still producing. And two, we don't know how many. We also there could be tons of shit behind the scenes that we don't know about. Maybe he's been begging for new linemen for years. Maybe he's been begging for running backs for years. Maybe he's been begging for more receivers for years. You don't like. There's been no tight end of note in Green Bay for fucking 12 years.
Been a minute.
So, I mean, he could be every year begging for help. He doesn't get it, and then he's like, well, "What the fuck am I supposed to do with this? Thanks for this pile of shit."
Yeah.
I shudder to think how the condition Green Bay would be in if they haven't had Devontae Adams for the last few years. Well, I don't know if you notice when Devontae Adams gets hurt, fucking Favre's just throwing it up to anybody he could fucking find because the rest of those receivers suck ass. Rodgers, yeah. Because the rest of those receivers, not that great.
Yeah, but they traded his favorite one.
Who?
Jordy
Nelson? Well, he was getting old.
I'm just saying that's the thing in Green Bay to do.
Well, Jordy Nelson's problem, as a former fantasy owner, Jordy Nelson couldn't stay healthy. And Green Bay knew it. And then they sent him to Oakland, and then, surprise, he got hurt. Like, he was just at some point, which I'm sure NBA teams are going to start coming to with Kyrie Irving. At some point, this guy's injury prone. No thanks. Yeah, he's great. The 4 games a year he plays, can't have that, man. 16-game season.
No, I'm with you. It's what they do. They use you up and they spit you out. I mean, I don't know why Rodgers thought he would be any different. You always talk about people drinking the Kool-Aid and buying in. It looks like Rodgers really drank a whole bunch of Kool-Aid and really bought in that he was going to be different. And no, son, you're really not. You're just like Favre. You're just like the coaches. You're just like any player they've turned around. Love you while you're here. See you later. What do you mean you want to go to a rival? No, we're not going to Brett Favre you. Sorry. All right, you're not playing? Cool. Sit there and just shut up.
Take Jared Goff off our hands, Green Bay. We'll make that trade. You can put Aaron Rodgers in Lions uniform. I'll start watching games again.
You think that'll help?
No. Because, let's see. Hold on a second. I keep guessing. Stand by here. Get this. All right, the earliest training camp gets in July 21st. Okay, we're 3 weeks from training camp. Who the fuck is catching the ball for the Lions, Ice? Who's catching the ball? I keep waiting for your fantastic signing that you keep talking about. All right? Who is catching the ball? I am 0-16, buddy. 0-16.
The Lions have signed Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's a wide receiver.
He's a rookie. He's out of college.
Chad Henson.
That's a coin flip. Okay, guy.
Jonathan Adams.
Great. How about a tested veteran? How about somebody who we know how they're going to play, rather than a bunch of people who are all coin flips?
We did let go of Kerryon Johnson.
I mean, I'm sorry. If you come out of college, unless you were a fucking superstar that was making, the ESPN top 10 every weekend in the fall, you're a coin flip. You could go either way coming out of college. Who's catching the ball? That is my biggest concern as a Lions fan 3 weeks out of training camp. We have no receivers.
I just named you a whole bunch.
We have no tested receivers.
Rashad Perriman.
Yeah, we have Rashad Perriman and we have fucking Tyrell Williams. Which, if you played fantasy football, both of those guys, on their best days, on their best top performing days, are number 3 receivers. So you're telling us our number ones, our best number one is a number 3 anywhere else. Like, I don't know why everyone's all fired up about Dan Campbell. All he's done is a bunch of dumb bullshit. That shit where he talked about he wanted to have an actual lion at Allen Park. He fucking did the press conference with the fucking helmet on. There's an article that came out this week. He's the second worst. He's rated the second worst coach in the NFL right now.
Then he's right at home.
Right? It's that Lions way. I am not excited for the upcoming Lions season. I think we're going to be wishing we had Matt Patricia.
Well, let's see what happens.
That's all we can do, right? At this point, just wait and see. Cross our fingers and fucking hope.
Doing a lot that hasn't been done, so.
Yeah, but you know what, guys who do that stuff, there's no middle ground. You're either wildly successful or a spectacular failure when you do that unorthodox shit.
Yeah.
You know, you're either a genius or a fucking moron. There's no in between. In the Lions' history, we always tend to end up with the fucking moron. I'll take the win. All right? I'll take the win. We thought that guy was going to be a fucking offensive genius.
Well, one thing that they did do was shore up the line. So people like Swift and everything can run. It should be, if nothing else, a pretty balanced.
If anything, Goff's going to have a ton of time to figure out, okay, who the fuck do I throw to?
That too.
I don't understand. I don't understand what they're doing with their offense. I don't understand what the plan is. Because all right now, from what I've seen from who's on our offense, game plan all year is give it to Swift. Give it to Swift. Give it to Swift. Because that's all you got. Give it to Swift and throw it to Hawkinson. That's it. There you go. Other 31 NFL teams, you just heard the Detroit Lions offensive plan for this year because that's all they got.
That's all I got, man. It's all I got. Look, anything's possible. You know what? Look at the Ball family. Lonzo Ball, bust. LaMelo Ball, rookie of the year.
LaMelo was the guy that stole shit in China, right?
Yeah, that was the guy.
Well, you got anything else?
Shaquille O'Neal. When you're living in a world where 40 million people are laid off and I'm making $200 million, you won't get no complaining from me. I'd play back to back to back to back to back.
Oh, snap. Who's he clapping back at?
LeBron James on players who are complaining about injury.
Oh.
Backing up what I was telling you at the beginning of this show.
There you go. Bringing it all back around. You know, that's one of the many reasons why I like Shaq. Because he says things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, a lot of these guys don't have perspective. The average income in this country is $50,000 a year. Yeah, you just signed a $40 million contract. Excuse me, what is your problem?
Yeah. That's the old guard basically saying, rub dirt on it, motherfucker. You make too much money to bitch.
Right.
So whereas science is far and beyond where we're at, yeah, so is the economy, dude.
Oh, for sure. As little as 12 years ago, the stock market was below 10,000. Now it's pushing 40.
It is.
All right. Well, I guess we're going to wrap it up. It's always a shorter show without Rich. Rich has a lot to say.
Yeah.
But make sure you're following us on all the social media. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at SporgyPodcast. No, wait. Damn it. What? God damn it. Twitter at SporgyPodcast. And then email us, SporgyPodcast@ChristopherMedia.net. Forgetting my own shit here. Go to ChristopherMedia.net, click on the PayPal banner, click on the Amazon banner. Those are ways that you can help us out. And wherever you listen to us, which now includes YouTube, you can make sure you rate us, you review us. Wow. I can't talk today. It's a good thing we're ending the show. You rate us and review us. That helps people find the show. We appreciate you listening, and we'll catch you next time.
All right, peace out, y'all.
Hey guys, I'm Greg T. If you're suffering from back pain at home from sitting a long time, maybe lifting, even working on the job, the New York Spine Institute offers comprehensive pain management care by New York's top consultants. Their on-site spine experts take a holistic approach to back pain management and tailor an individualized plan to meet your specific needs on and off the job. New York Spine Institute, better treatment for a better life. To schedule an appointment like I did, dial pound 250 on your mobile phone and say the keywords no pain. That's pound 250 keyword no pain.
Me, but also you. The Pharaoh fast forwards his favorite foreign film, Powder Donut. Okay, what's my line?
The only line I see here on the script is get options based on your budget with the name and price tool from Progressive.
Oh man, that's a tongue twister, huh? I'm sorry, I'm gonna need a few more minutes. Bulbous Walrus, the Bulbous Walrus.
The Name Your Price tool, only from Progressive.
The owl ran afoul of the comatose coxswain.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
I love the Army. You just have this brotherhood that you can't find anywhere else. Since coming home from war, I've tried so many different things. I just remember thinking, like, it's over.
After being forced to medically retire, Angie battled addiction to prescription medications, eventually losing her house and marriage. Then she found Wounded Warrior Project.
And so I went online, I signed up, and I knew that Wounded Warrior Project was definitely my new community. One of the staff members, she put me in for peer mentor training. It was like for the first time someone recognized something good about me and thought that I had something to give back to someone else. Are you doing okay otherwise?
I've kind of picked up woodworking with my grandfather, so...
I saw the 3D stuff.
All those activities gave me a new way to live without drugs, a new way to live without feeling like I'm broken. You can live a meaningful life after traumatic experiences.
You wouldn't go into battle alone. You don't have to fight this alone. Visit woundedwarriorproject.org/notalone.
Thank you for visiting ChristopherMedia.net.